Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, Internet Surfs. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Internet Surfs. This is the Veritasian Embassy report for Monday, June 16th, 2014. And what's very, very interesting is that I've just been into my Empower Network back office. Okay, received some encouragement from there. And I was actually encouraged to try an experiment that is really beginning to pay off for me now. Okay, this experiment involves a site called nowebsitemillionaire.com. Okay, basically what I did, I went in, I paid a $50 one-off charge for a lifetime membership, which I'm confident that this is going to stay a lifetime membership because this particular person was using. See, I actually checked my spam folder to get there. You know, believe it or not, I check my spam folder sometimes for, um, for things to experiment on. Okay, and the no website millionaire system actually works. I can tell you that right up front. Okay. The no website millionaire system actually works. I will not tell you how or why I know this. I'm not saying that I've had any specific direct results with it. The person who referred me to that system signed a non-disclosure agreement. So basically, I'm going to leave that as an exercise for the student. But basically, you if you want to weigh in, okay, short of joining the Empower Network up front, which that I would also recommend. But the interesting thing is that I've discovered that, for example, just like developing the learning curve of, you know, using YouTube to do these video blogs, preferably every single day. And like I said, sometimes it's not that I don't feel like doing a video blog. It's just basically, how can I be interesting on no new information? Okay. How can I be interesting on no new information whatsoever? So basically, I make these reports as soon as I have something new to report to you. Well, what I know about the no website millionaire system is that it works, except that there are going to be people, especially if you're starting out in my position, which is a zero base income, absolutely no income at all, basically. There are going to be people who want their money back and want to walk away because the system, if it has any flaws in it looks like it is simply one upsell after another upsell after another upsell after another upsell. Okay. And basically what they tell you to do is this is a three-step system. Okay. Well, in a way it's a three-step system, but when I actually took it apart, it has about 7 discrete steps in it just at the beginning, okay, just to get into, just getting you into earning your first commission. And what I will tell you is whether you parse it out into 3 steps or into 7 steps, you need to do everything in those steps. Okay, and if you're in a better position to take advantage of the upsells that you get in the front door, the upsell, as I said, I'm not telling tales out of school here, but the upsells that you get coming in the front door before you lock into the members area are one-time offers. I have a reason to believe that I will never see those offers again. Okay, because basically anybody who's marketing anything, the first step they're going to want to do once they've captured you as a lead is they're going to want to do the upsell right away. Okay, that's what my Empower Network training has taught me. What the No Website Millionaire training has taught me is that I can take, potentially, let's say $500 as an original investment. Okay, and I'm not saying necessarily that it'll be easy, because that would be making a financial claim, and I don't want to get into. I mean, our network has income disclaimers all over the place. They're the people who trained me, so I'm going to respect their principles. Okay, they're the people who trained me in marketing. I'm going to respect their principles. And what's interesting is I'm starting to get to the point where, originally it was frustrating to me that, for example, to take full advantage of what Empower Network has to do is going to be about $9,000-$10,000. Okay, to start with No Website Millionaire, it's only going to be about $600 or $700. $600 or $700 as an original investment. Okay, so $750 for an education. Even though that education is not nearly as good as the one I was getting from Empower Network. What Empower Network taught me to do was to get busy blogging daily in order to increase my presence on the internet, even before I knew anything. Okay, and I mean, video is one of the hottest ways to do that, bar none. It is one of the warmest ways to do that. I'm letting you into my home. Yeah, I know you're seeing only a blank wall here, but I'm letting you into I'm doing this broadcast from my home. Okay, and I'm showing you that anybody who has a job, who is looking at this, does not have any excuse for not joining up with me. Don't have any excuse for not joining up with me. Why? Because I'm doing the marketing every single day, regardless of the fact that I have absolutely no money coming in, and this is verifiable. Okay. So, to a certain extent, yes, it takes money to make money. But when you know that you are connected to a reputable service provider, the difference in the world. Okay, and I'm not saying I received a lot of training from this 28-year-old millionaire. He's obviously in a different position than I am. He's got the snazzier video delivery systems in his funnel already. Um, that I'm starting to learn how the game is played. Like, for instance, one of one of the interesting things is that David Wood has brought out the fact that he is very much um, he's very much anti-guru, and what he means by that is there are people who know how to make a lot of money by basically simple transaction, turn and burn, give them too much to learn at once types of marketing. Okay, that's what he means by being against the guru model. The thing is that David Wood himself is, by his results, he's actually a guru. And there are certain things to the guru business model that basically they get into in Empower Network training. Excuse me. Oh, let's see. Hello? Okay, what's interesting? You just saw. I know it's dead air. I know it's boring dead air from your side of the transaction, but you just saw a software bot calling me up from the Visa people because basically my card has been flagged because of all this fixed income nonsense. So that basically every time I actually purchase online now, they're they're back checking to see if it's actually legitimate. Okay, but you know that's one of the better uses of an automatic bot. I don't generally like talking to automated bots.
You on her own, or was that Margaret buzzing in?
No, that was my credit card. Don't worry about it. So, Margaret is still on her way, as far as I know.
Huh?
I said I don't know who's covering, but she's still on her way, as far as I know. And,
Hey, Margaret.
yeah, and I have something I want to show you later. But anyway, back to this no website millionaire thing.
Looks like that chair is going to have to go in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a couple of weeks, we got to find a comfortable chair that can go in here.
Yes.
And we'll take this one down to the garbage.
Right.
Okay, what are you going to show me, honey?
Well, can I finish my broadcast first? We're on the air here.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I wanted to. I ran some numbers that should prove very interesting. And so anyway, the no website thing. Basically, I paid a $50 one-off for a lifetime access to the site, and I feel good about the purchase, not necessarily because the training is any better, quote unquote, than I would get in Empower Network. Okay, but the fact is that I can't get enough training. Okay, that's one of the things that they teach in the Empower Network culture. There's no such thing as, well, you have enough training, you can get soft. You basically know it all. All right. I have a very specific objective, and really there isn't much of a call to action in this video, except that if you're seeing this video, you will probably want to join up with, either Empower Network or Pure Leverage, hopefully under me. But I basically don't care whether it's under me or under somebody else. The reason I don't care whether you join under me or whether you join under somebody else is that from this end of the table, ladies and gentlemen, you are still very much a faceless person. Okay? I've never had anybody actually contact me based on one of these videos. Okay? So until I get to know you personally, like through a phone call or through an email exchange or something like that, I mean personally, okay, I get annoyed at people who use my information and try and put me into another funnel, put me into another autoresponder. That is freaking annoying. It's unethical. Period. Okay. I am not anybody's lead until I've decided to do that. Okay. But what's interesting is now there's this leverage over time thing going on because, for example, the Blogger site is still up. Blogger site is still up. I don't generally use that to make money with. There's reasons why I don't use that to make money with anymore. What I like is, posting funny videos, posting music videos up there, from my use of YouTube. There are a lot of things you can do on the net that most of them are going to be making other people money until you learn how to crack the code. Okay, that's just reality here. That's just reality. Okay, but what's interesting is, all right, basically my frustration with the blogger site that I had been trying to maintain on my own is what helped get me into Empower Network. And now that I'm actually doing it, there are ways and ways and ways that I can, that I can experiment with things and get hard evidence of things, mostly without spending any money. For example, my connection to ClickVoyager is still there. Okay, my connection to ClickVoyager is still there. Frankly, I don't like surfing traffic exchanges, because I'll tell you what traffic exchanges are good for in terms of a marketing funnel. Traffic exchanges are good for getting exposure to an established offer while you're still waiting for your primary vehicle offer to show up. Okay. And basically, once you've chosen a primary vehicle, what you need to do is you need to go all in with that particular vehicle. You need to take every step in the training that they're asking you to do, because that training is what sets up coding, which is what sets up the hard numbers. And in cyberspace, only the numbers are hard. Okay, only the numbers are hard. The emotional, the language-based communication is very soft in cyberspace. Okay, if you're actually going onto a forum to make a post or a video or whatever, and speaking English or whatever your native tongue is, okay, whatever your native alphabet is, just take this as read. The language that one is required to use on the internet is generally a lot softer than the hard numbers, the actual coding that is done. Okay, there is coding that gets done behind this video. All right, what am I doing on YouTube here? Just basically making the video to make the video. I don't need to know jack about the coding that goes on behind, what are the automated versus the non-automated pieces of this system. What I know is that YouTube is a very, very big player, that they reserve the right to attach advertising to most of my videos, and that best practice is that I will go ahead and monetize most of my videos with ads to let the big boys make their money so they can eventually let me make mine. Okay, that's what I know about marketing at this point. And basically, I'm getting very, very close to cracking the code, and frankly, there's nothing wrong with spending money there's nothing wrong with spending money if you've got the right training and it's actually improving your learning curve. This is why I admire Empower Network. Okay. Empower Network has never let me down. They've never let me out. Okay, I'm one of many, many people who sometimes gets frustrated because basically, what you get in the Empower Network culture is, especially before you're all in, there is going to be pain before you're all in. Okay, there is going to be pain before you're all in, and what I'm trying to do with this, with this new no website millionaire vehicle, is I'm trying to build a secondary business stream that I actually have the hard numbers for what it's going to take to maintain. I've costed out what it is going to take to maintain my Empower Network business. I'm starting to learn things about scaling. Okay, and what I'm finding out, and this is what I'm going to be sharing with my wife and Queen Betsy, is what I'm finding out. I'm learning some lessons about scaling, and I've gotten adapted enough to the Empower Network culture, so to speak, that I can recognize good marketing when I see it. Okay, that I can recognize good marketing when I see it. Anyway, I paid $50, went off, ignored 3 or 4 upsells in the front door because, frankly, 0 is 0. And, what am I going to do? Make a fraudulent credit card transaction? Yeah, people are going to love me for that one. Okay. So, so basically I passed on what is, what are maybe, 4 or 5 really, or one would hope they're really good one-time offers. But anyway, I've gotten into the membership site. I've learned, I've learned enough about marketing to realize that, yes, this is a legitimate player. Okay, this is a legitimate player. He, just the costs and the look of the stuff that he is using in his funnel is telling me that, basically, however good his training is or is not, he's probably going to be around for a while. And the reason why he calls his system No Website Millionaire is, this is what I did from the beginning when I had no website. And what's interesting is he's only making 5-figure claims. Okay, he's only making 5-figure claims, which, when you understand the scale of what he's doing and the comparative scale of how difficult it is to be in a certain place in your learning curve. Okay, I can understand where he wants people who are like absolute newbies who know nothing about marketing. Okay, well, one of these people that, because of my network training, I can take a newbie mindset anytime I want to. And one of the things that they reinforce over and over and over again inside our network culture, whether you believe it or not, you can take exception to it. You can take exception to it and enjoy as much pain as it's going to bring you. But I just basically decided that, what the heck, I was going to spend the $50 one time, because I know things about the money versus time trade-off now. And when he says $50 for lifetime access to site XYZ, okay, then I'm really not worried because I know the guy has upsells, and what he got, you know, uh, there was a time in my own learning where I got frustrated by upsells just because I was not in a position to take advantage of them. So anyway, there was a time in my own learning curve where I got frustrated by upsells because I didn't know as much about what marketing was. Okay, I didn't know as much about scaling the business and where I am in the learning curve, and that is actually the biggest niche that Empower Network helps to fill. Is they will they will train you either the easy way or the hard way. They're going to train you one way or the other to understand scaling and understand where you are and understand, like value of urgency. Okay, for example, not letting myself get frustrated by the fact that I can't go to Charlotte. I cannot go to Charlotte. There is no possible way. There are no contacts. There are no new sources of income before before at least July, and then I'd have to borrow that money. Okay. Right now, there's no possible way to get to Charlotte. But within this particular 24 hours, I've effectively acquired myself another complete business in a box. Okay. I have done this in 24 hours based on a $50 one-off. Okay, that's what No Website Millionaire did for me. And the thing is, no, I don't know how long it's going to be up. I suspect that it is going to be up for a while. I suspect that it's going to be up for a while. And, basically, I know something about the big boy provider that he's using to help do most of his hosting. I'm not going to reveal that, but basically, I know where it's coming from. I know something about what would make him decide to take this particular site, particular campaign down. Okay. So what I have is, based on this No Website Millionaire, what I want to do is take my next, $6-7 in invested money, parlay that into about 20 grand, and see that. And that means I have leverage over two of the most basically frustrating blocks that I have. And the other thing I do now that I didn't used to do is I was used to doing things on the basis of a month-to-month outlet. Okay, a month-to-month outlet. What I have learned to do about these month-to-month outlays, situation, is I've learned that there is magic in just multiplying the whole thing by 12 and costing it out for a year. Okay, what I've learned is that a one-off lifetime fee is actually more valuable if you are actually going to use it than a monthly subscription fee. This is why, okay, I appreciate the combination of platforms that are available in Empower Network. Empower Network only has 2 subscription-based products that I know of right now. Okay? Because they know just as well as I know that, you know, everybody starts somewhere, and again, there is no try. There is no try. Either you do it or you do not. Okay? So either you lay your money on the table to get your education, or you don't. So you either lay your money on the table to get your education, or you don't. Okay, that's one of the things that I've learned just from hanging around the free material in Empower Network. Okay, the reason I have a $20,000 goal for this first time is basically I need to double the fact that I'm paying $9,000 to jump all in, and when I do that, it is going to be boom, 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 boom. On the day that I do that, it is going to be accomplished within 24 hours. Okay, that has been the change in my attitude. Okay, the Costa Rica Mastermind Intensive taught me just enough to know that there is, even if I don't know what they're talking about, in half the exchanges in that material yet. Okay, I have no idea what they're talking about because this is a private seminar delivered to marketing experts. Everybody in that room was a marketing expert. Okay, everybody in that room was a marketing expert. So let's not confuse that with the idea, and I'm tired of hearing this. Oh, Empower Network is all just 100% hype. They have no program. They're conning you out of, well, okay, for example, the first obstacle you run into, damn it, I spent my $25 a month, and I've been in this for the last 30 days, the last 60 days, whatever. They're telling me to pay for stuff on the side, and I can't freaking make any sales. You know why? Because you're not connected to any of the high-end products. Okay? $25 a month is about getting your feet wet and getting in the freaking door. That's all there is to that. Let's take it as read that the Empower Hour call, before you know what they're doing and why they're doing it, and why it is focused on company-wide objectives, not on your objectives. Okay? Until you understand that you are still at the wrong end of the funnel, okay, while you're participating in the Empower Hour calls, until you understand that you are not yet at the income-producing end of the funnel. Why? Because you have not paid your tuition. Okay? Until you understand that the Empower Hour calls still have you at the outlay, you spend your money to learn something, end of the funnel. Okay? And basically, if all it ever does is get you to upgrade into the Costa Rica intensive, then you begin to understand that even when you do not know all of the technical terms for what they are talking about and why, okay, you begin to understand where you are in the system. And frankly, $500 as a one-off, or however they're discounting it in the new bundle package that I don't have access to now. But anyway, $500 as a one-off is basically that's enough to get any novice marketer interested in $500. Okay, any novice marketer is going to be interested in $500. So, but there comes a point where you stop complaining about the money and you get to a point where, okay, in order to do this step that I need to do, okay, I need to get out there and do it and raise X amount of money by any means necessary. Okay, by any legal means necessary. Borrow it. I'm not suggesting that you steal it. I'm not suggesting that you spam people for it. But basically, any legal means necessary. And the interesting thing is, I am now in this $50 one lifetime business that's given me another another potential income stream that is going to interlock nicely with the Empower Network offers. Okay, it's going to interlock very nicely with the Empower Network offers. See, that's the nice thing, is basically time leverage is now working in my favor. The time leverage is now working in my favor. I don't even have to be concerned about a call to action because you don't know who I am yet. Okay. You don't know who I am yet. I am trying to do this part of the thought experiment as a way of getting you exposed to my personality. When we get to know each other personally, okay, there's a certain type of magic that happens simply because we've gotten to know each other personally. Okay, and I'm not going to be a hard ass right now and tell you that, well, unless you send me X amount of money, I'm not in that position. Unless you send me X amount of money, I'm not going to talk to you. Okay. David Wood is in that position, and there's a reason why he's in that position. Okay, I respect that position. I respect that he has no reason to know who I am. Okay, but basically, I costed out this $50 one-off that gave me access to 4, 5, 6 resources I had never seen before, which is, that's value for money. That's value for money already. But it also showed me a way I can spend about $600, $700, $800. Okay, do a full-out campaign-level marketing experiment on this new source of income, and then just basically use this new source of income to keep going. Got the $10,000, $20,000 that I need to go all in. Okay, I'm starting to understand what Dave Wood meant when he said anything between $2,000 and $10,000 a month, practically nothing. Okay, it's practically nothing. It snaps your fingers. You know when you understand how to do the coding correctly, it is the closest available thing to pull money out of thin air. Okay, the closest available thing to pulling money out of thin air. That's why I say, you don't have to pay any attention to me. You don't have to get in under me. I'm not concerned about that. But if you have the opportunity to get involved with Empower Network, get involved with Empower Network, people. Period. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But anyway, and as far as the Veritasian project, that's still very much a personal development situation. Basically, I have to crack the money code. I have to become a marketing expert before the Veritasian project can even begin to happen in terms of credibility. Because eventually, what I'm going to need my own domains. I'm going to need my own membership site. I'm going to need to be able to hire services done for me so that I can concentrate on the overall vision of what Veritasia is. Okay. I have a compensation plan for Veritasia that I'm not ready to implement yet. I have a sales experiment out for Veritasia that I still have to honor, regardless of the fact that very few people have heard about it yet. But here's the thing, okay? The actual Veritasia product, if you like, doesn't exist yet. Okay? It doesn't exist yet, and yet, here I was marketing it. Here I was marketing it before it existed. There are such things as time compression. See, one of the things I was trying to build my original list. Okay, I was trying to build my original list, and basically I was making my own offer in a way that was not understandable to the masses of people, not necessarily appealing to the masses of people. But what I will tell you is that if you eventually decide to join with my Empower Network team, okay, there's a certain specific slot that you will have within the system that you will have for life. Okay, that you will have for life, and it has to do with the relationship between our desire to do magic and the need for the small green pieces of paper. Okay, so the thing is basically, you join my Empower Network team. As long as you stay on my Empower Network team, I don't care if it's a $25 a month sale, the $100 a month subscription, any of the one-off products. If you are at all interested, please remember that from that point forward, you are a Veritasian mage. Okay. If you are at all interested, please remember from that point forward that you are a Veritasian mage. End of story. Okay. I love doing live action roleplay. I'm an old style gamer. I love doing paper and dice roleplay before the real advent of the internet. And yeah, the paper and dice games are still out there. Okay, I'm an old school AD&D player, all that. Okay, and by the way, please, if you're one of my Christian compatriots and you disapprove of AD&D as a system of role-playing games and wargaming as a hobby, okay, please take it elsewhere. Please take it elsewhere, because that's just part of the, that's just part of the way I grew up. It's part of the way I kept my sanity. I have a lot of involvements with, you know, some of my most adored public. Some of my most adored public are science fiction and fantasy fans. Okay, you're just gonna have to live with that. Okay, yes, I am an ordained minister, but there are reasons why I am not doing sermons yet. Okay, I'm not doing sermons yet because I don't believe in quote unquote using the ministry to raise money with. Okay, what I want to do is I want to use the business to fund the ministry, and then I want the ministry to fund the family. Okay, and yes, it's all going to make sense down the road. It's my job to make sure that that all falls into a unified print and make sense. But basically, what you need to know is if you decide to join my Empower Network team today or at any point in the future, you will be offered, if you have any interest in it at all, you will be offered the chance to be recognized as a mage in the Veritasian system. Okay, I don't understand why it keeps pausing like that. But anyway, maybe it's telling me it's time to get off the air. No, I'm just having fun with doing this. Anyway, no website millionaire. Check it out. I have no individual commissions, but it could be the best $50 you ever spent. What I want to do is I want to use the No Website Millionaire to make at least $10,000 to $20,000, and then go from there into my all-in day in Empower Network, and then things will really, really get rolling. Okay, because I've already got things like the rudiments of the First Kingdom has already been designed. Okay, the logo for Veritasian Ministries is already sitting up here in my head. It's already been designed. Okay, so basically, yeah, you're going to be part of Veritasian's Empower team, and just recognize that whether it has to do with cash or whether it has to do with other ways of manifesting your dreams, okay, I believe that if you will run with me, that's what I want to give you. I want to give you the ability to do magic. Remember how we're defining magic. Magic is the ability to walk into a room, okay, walk into a room anywhere you like, okay, you've got enough charisma coming off of you that people recognize you in whatever setting you're in as a person of power. You walk in the room, you point your finger at a certain specific individual and you say, you're with me. That's the first definition I'm going to use for magic. See, I like playing with magic. I like playing with fantasy. I like playing with symbols, and the internet is very good at symbols. YouTube is very good at symbols. I like playing with finding new meanings behind music. That's one little consciousness raising game that I play with myself. Oh, consciousness raising, turning into a dear girl. No, I am 100% sold out to Jesus Christ. Okay, what I believe, what I believe that may be some radical is that what I'm classing as magic, which has to do a lot with the emotional congruence to your purpose, the emotional and spiritual congruence to your purpose. See, I equate magic with holiness. Okay, I equate magic with holiness. Now, there are certain definitions of holiness that go around in Christian circles. I'm not necessarily limiting myself to those definitions. Okay, I'm not necessarily limiting myself to those definitions, but I believe in a principle called spiritual equation, which I'll be able to show off later, at a later time when I have, when I have less concern about controlling or managing money. Okay, because eventually you're going to find out that whatever their amount, the small green pieces of paper mean nothing. All right, it's all about what you can. It's all about what you can give before you receive anything. Okay, and I'm sitting here trying to be as transparent as possible. Okay, probably not interesting to most of you yet. Probably not interesting to most of you yet because part of what I'm doing, I'm still sitting here in what most people would consider a victim stance. Okay, no income is no income. No income is no income. So how can you really be getting any valid teaching out of, why am I doing this when I'm generating no income at all? What is my motivation? Well, it's all about emotional transparency. And frankly, money is a vehicle that allows for more emotional transparency to take place. Which is part of why I believe in the vision of Empower Network. All right. Our mission in life is to help you to crack the money piece to whatever extent you really want to do that. Okay. And get certain people to the point that they can create money out of thin air. Well, the other side of that equation is you have to be giving value for money at all times. Okay, Ayn Rand taught me that. May not agree with everything Ayn Rand said, but Ayn Rand taught me that. Okay, you have to be giving money. You have to be giving value for money at all times. So yeah, I'm doing this for free just because it's going to stay up here. It's going to stay up here. And in a way, that means I'm already doing my marketing. Okay, I'm doing my marketing on zero money. I'm doing my marketing on borrowed money, whatever. But what I have from the No Website Millionaire is I know how to take it apart as an invested process, that if I do every step they're telling me to do, yes, I will be making some money. I will be making some money in a positive direction. Okay? Because once, the other frustrating thing about the internet is once money is gone, it's gone. Okay, once money is gone, it's gone. But whether you happen to feel like you got value for money or whether you feel like you got scammed, the money that you generate in any one particular campaign, I'm saying the money you spend on any one particular campaign, once you spend it, it's gone. Okay. So, all right, I've talked about what's here. I've talked about the fact that I have this $20,000 intention that I'm going to concentrate all of my effort from this point on raising that original $20,000, and if I have to borrow $600 or $700 to do it, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, okay, once again, the difference between a serf and a citizen in the Veritasian Kingdom is, frankly, if you're a serf, it means you're a stranger to me. You don't trust me yet. You haven't taken any productive actions to help to get to know me. Okay, and in the strictest definition of the Veritasia system, it means you haven't spent any money with me yet. Okay. $15 archduchies are still for sale. I've still got about 99 of those positions open. And one of the things that one of the things that I do with my campaigns is when a campaign doesn't work, it's not that I take it down. Okay, I tweak it until it damn well does work. Okay, so whether the first 1,000 archdukes to actually join up with me are going to be mages inside the Veritasia system. Okay, which is probably the most likely outcome at this point. But I'm still leaving those $15 memberships available for people. And yeah, you can spend $15 with me today. It's basically the only thing you can do today. But I'm hoping, okay, that you respect yourself and your business process enough that when you join up with the Veritasian system, that you're prepared to bring me a completely different, or preferably from a completely different company. I'll help you. Okay, I will do my best to help you, whether you ever get involved with Empower Network or not. Frankly, I'm the kind of person I would help you whether you got involved with Veritasia or not. But, again, since we're still strangers to each other, you have no proof of that, and I'm not really in your trust. I'm just telling you, this is the stuff I'm going to do with or without you. Okay? This is the stuff I'm going to do with or without you. The next thing I'm going to do with or without you is raise that first $20,000 and get into Empower Network and start experimenting with how money can be leveraged to be increased over time. Because that's really a big part of marketing. Okay, taking enough time with this. It's live, it's unscripted, I'm not going to cut anything, but this is the report for today. Check out the website, millionaire.com. Check out empowernetwork.com. Hint, check out pureleverage.com. And since Pure Leverage is a completely separate deal, Okay, I'm not really giving anything, saying that I've been exposed to pure leverage before. I was very happy with with what I saw of their program. But, and so that is the report for today, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow.